simple delivery. Normally I moan about eBay, but this time it's Royal Mail, and Royal Mail have really made a mess of it today. Went down to my local post office, tried to send 5 packages that I generated, obviously the postage label via eBay and simple delivery. What happened? All rejected. Now, I didn't know the reason at the time. They just said all invalid tracking code. Well, all the tracking codes are marked as YA instead of the usual TQ for tracked 48. Now, I think it's fine with tracked 24. I've noticed people put comments on forums saying absolutely fine with tracked 24, but tracked 48 is generating YA codes. So what to do about this? Well, I'm not really certain really what you can do. eBay has put no comment on their systems as far as I can see. I've seen nothing about it. Lots of forum messages, lots of people are clearly having problems with this. But what can you do? Well, I'm just going through with everyone and just asking them to cancel. Just cancel the order. I printed everything out, I wrapped everything, which means, of course, once you've cancelled it, and I've just got to ask them, and then I can obviously process the cancel, just to do it fairly. I don't want to just cancel and just say, oh, yes, they told me. I'm asking them that if they want me to cancel. But I can't really do anything else, or just a refund. I suspect a black mark against my name, which is perfectly reasonable. But what else? Unfortunately, there's no feature to generate a new code, because you don't use the old one and it's not valid. There's no override system. So the only way I think is cancelling, because that YA code will be rejected, probably by Royal Mail and certainly by the post office. They're going to look at it and go, boop, no, boop, no, boop, no. As simple as that. So maybe you might be able to send it, maybe, but then will it get through the system? Because you might have a large item, costs a lot of money, goes through the system and then gets rejected somewhere and probably gets back to you at some point. So I'm just cancelling, going through each and every one. I've got 6 in total that I've got to do now. I've done 1. Hopefully the person who I've cancelled, first person to cancel, they were happy with it. And hopefully they will go and re-buy the item. This time, instead of Royal Mail, I'm going to be using Every, because I don't think it's fixed yet. Because I went on the Royal Mail website, and so this is not just an eBay problem, this is Royal Mail problem as well. I went and bought a label. I thought I'd just try it. I've requested a refund. I haven't received anything yet. Might lose money on that one. But just went for a label, and it also was generated YA. Totally invalid. A totally invalid thing. So the fault is, I think, Royal Mail. I can only assume that from looking at that code. It's generating YO code when it should be a TQ code. And unfortunately, it means it's going to go nowhere. Any package or label that you use, it's not going to go anywhere. So at the moment, I'm just requesting cancels and then, or refund, I guess, is ultimately I'm going to have to do. I'm just making a note on the package, what they are. Obviously, I know the thing, the item, what it is, and I'm just going to keep it packaged up because I've already done the packaging. Not going to do it again, hopefully not. And then I'll obviously, if the person wants it again, I will then resend it with the new label. And I'm putting Every. I've changed all my preferences via the overview and postage preference. I put it to Every. So as Every, that's going to be what I'll be using for the next couple of weeks until I feel this is resolved. Maybe it'll be resolved today. Maybe tomorrow it'll be fine. So if you go to it and do your eBay, you might find tomorrow it might be absolutely okay. But at the moment, when I last looked, it was still generating YA codes. So it hasn't been fixed at this point before this, obviously, when this video is being made. But it's just an issue. You may be where maybe you might not notice it. You might not. You might order a tracked 48 and it's correct. It's got the correct code, the TQ code exactly, and everything's been fixed. So hopefully that is the case fairly shortly. But it's certainly been an issue today, and it's going to obviously just going to run for a few days, hopefully, until I've sorted out all the orders and, of course, sorted them out, hopefully. If not, if they've cancelled and they don't want it again, I can understand that as well. Perfectly reasonable. People will say, oh, well, I just go and buy it from someone else or whatever. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But any thoughts about this? Have you had the problem? Is it an issue you've encountered before? I've never encountered this one. This is one of the oddest ones I've had so far with simple delivery. But again, it's not, for a change, anything to do with eBay. It's not their system. It's the Royal Mail system, as far as I'm aware, because it's on their website as well as on the eBay website. So it's not just the eBay platform issue. Well, thoughts again, and please like, subscribe, all the usual sort of things. Bye.